Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to share some news with you that Life by You put out, and it is not great news, and it makes me really upset and sad, but I wanted to open a discussion around it. So I woke up, and this was the email I had received. I'm sure a lot of you also received this email. So we see that it's been delayed. Life by You was delayed again, and they didn't give us a date this time. Now, the only thing that makes this time different than the other times is every other time that they did this, they also gave us a new date to be on the lookout for, and they didn't do that this time, which makes me kind of question what's going on with the game. We see that it does need some improvement, but that's kind of the whole point of early access. I don't mind playing a buggy game or anything like that. Like I kind of find it funny because if I'm playing a buggy game, I can do some funny stuff with that. Like I think it's funny when things are supposed to work one way, don't. I think a lot of people do. I'm very upset about this announcement, but I'm also kind of excited about it because it means that they're going to take this and hopefully do more development on the graphics, on the characters, on the outfits. It also makes me question what's going on with the team because if you guys are constantly pushing this so much more, what is going on behind the scenes that you guys aren't telling us? Like, are we still going to be seeing videos? Did the YouTubers that played say, like, this is massively going to be catastrophic if you do it? Like, this has too much? Because I know that what we see in the videos is not, they're showing the best of what they can, of what they have. And if that's the best, then maybe we should start rethinking about time frame for this game. I know a lot of the other life simulation games are coming out relatively soon, actually. I think some of them are coming out very early 2025, if not at the end of 2024. So we have a lot of life sim games that are going to be coming out. I just wonder if this is going to be one of the ones that we're not going to see until 2025. I hope that that's not the case. I would love to get my hands on this game like today. I think a lot of us would. I don't care how buggy the game is. Like I just want to play it and like I would love to be part of like helping, do it all. I like to know how things work, and this game is one of those things that I would love to know how it works and just get my hands on it, help improve it. Like I love doing beta testing. I'm in quite a few betas right now for a bunch of different games that I play, and I really enjoy doing all of that stuff. I like playing games when they're like pretty broken. It's more fun to me that way. I like to kind of, have the game break its own rules. I think that's funny. And it's just also kind of funny how computers do that anyways because of like us humans inputting it. But that's a whole nother conversation. We don't know when this will be released ultimately, and I just hope that it doesn't become something that they delay indefinitely where they just, have to abandon it altogether. There's been a lot of hype around this game, but I think one of the big things a lot of people point out is that the graphics don't look very good. I don't think it matters to me as much. I like a pretty game just as much as the next person, but ultimately if the game isn't ready and the graphics and everything else needs to get updated, I'm okay with waiting. Like genuinely, I don't have a problem waiting for a game to come out when the development team is saying that they believe it is now ready to be played and early access tested. You know what I mean? So I don't mind the wait, but I'm also frustrated that they're not really giving us a lot of insight. I wish they would be like, look, we don't know the timeline because of all these issues. I want to know what's going on with the game. Like, I don't like it when they're being vague. They weren't necessarily like vague, but like they didn't necessarily tell us what was going on. Like they just said, oh, it needs further development. Everything that's programmed will always probably need further development. I don't care about that. Like what is actually happening? Like you don't have to get specific, just like or like technical with it, but tell us what's going on. Communicate with your community. Maybe they have. I don't know. I'm not in the Discord. I didn't get the link. I signed up too late. I thought I was signed up. I wasn't. Oops. Like I wish I could get in the Discord, but and see what other people are saying about this type of decision. I don't have access to that though. So I'm not sure, and I just kind of see off of like their YouTube video comments, but I haven't looked since they've announced this, so and they haven't posted anything as of me recording this. I'm recording this on the 22nd of May. So, I don't know, but they've delayed it again. I'm not happy about it. I've gotten some comments on some of my other videos saying that other people were like letting me know that they delayed it. I appreciate all of you that do that. It actually does help me. You guys have been really helpful to me because some of you are in the Discord and I'm able to get some information from you guys. So I really appreciate it. Keep those comments coming. I love them. I am upset about the delay. Don't get me wrong. But if they feel like it needs more time to develop, and here's the thing though, they've said this. They have said that it needs time to develop, like the last couple times that this has happened. And I don't necessarily think that we saw much improvement. Maybe it was engine issues they were fixing. I don't know. But if they are going to push this back and then if they're going to come back to us with almost the same thing when they try to re-release it, I might not be very happy. I think a lot of you would probably say the same. That would be very frustrating if they're like, "We're delaying it again, sorry." And then when they come back out, there's no change, then why did you need to delay it? Like what then there's something fishy going on, right? Like to me it sounds kind of fishy. Like especially them not telling us what's going on. I get that there's probably NDAs and stuff in place, but at some point you have to be clear with the community that you're asking money for a game that you're developing and then not like, delivering on what you're saying. So I would be okay if they had been like, "Oh, it needs to be delayed because it needs a little bit of tweaking here." And they did that once, maybe twice. This is like the third or fourth time. So there's something else going on, I think, personally. Uh, I don't know. But yeah, I think something else is going on behind the scenes that they're not talking about. I would almost bet that there's some creative differences that are getting argued with behind the scenes that they won't talk about. I don't know entirely, but like that's the vibe I'm getting from these delays that I'm seeing now constantly. Because I remember when it was supposed to launch back in, I think it was either October or September of last year. I'm frustrated because this one I've been so excited for since, I had found out about it back last year. And now we're halfway through this year and we've been promised 3 or 4 different dates that it's going to come out. And then they keep doing it where they don't extend it. And that could be the reason why they didn't give a date this time because it'll get people's hopes up. But like they pushed it out months. So we might not even see this game this year. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get an early access Life by You until 2025, like mid 2025. Like I really actually wouldn't be surprised at this point. But like I said earlier, there better be some improvement. Like they better have some better like graphics and some better functionality and the characters should not be looking like that. So I don't know. I just hope that whatever they decide to do with it and they just whenever they decide to release it, I hope that we see some really big improvements because delaying your game so many times and then it being the same almost every time, you're not making improvements at that point. There's something else going on that you don't want to tell the community and that's frustrating. So I'm not here to like trash talk it. I know I kind of did, but like be transparent with the community on what's going on. Like I said, I'm not in the Discord and maybe they were in the Discord. So let me know there. Let me know in my comments if they have. But I'm upset. I won't lie. I'm pretty upset about it, and we'll just have to see where they go with it from here. Honestly, I don't. I we have no idea when to expect this game. My estimate's probably going to be like mid next year, probably around this time next year. I would give them like a year. I feel like even if it even comes out, because if you've delayed a game so many times, like at what point do the community have to be like, you're never going to release this? I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna leave the video here, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. All right, bye everybody.